This conference will now be recorded.
Okay, so yesterday we have completed that Ansible, right? So I hope you guys gone through this dynamic inventory and you have got that all the host type addresses dynamically and we have executed the playbook, right? Anybody have any questions? That last session. Okay, so today we are going to discuss about that resume preparation. Okay, so in this session we are going to discuss about that how we can prepare our resume after completing this DevOps course, right? How we can showcase this DevOps as a experience, DevOps experience. All these things we are going to discuss. So when you are preparing your resume, so the resume name should be, the file name should be like this one: your name underscore number of years of experience and on which profiles you have worked. See here, Mithun Reddy, total 13 years of experience. Suppose if you have 13.10 or 11, you can say that you can mention that 14 years. 14 years. And which profiles you have worked on? Java and DevOps. Right. So like this, you can keep that resume file name, so that once if you share that resume with HR executive, without opening that resume, they can able to identify, oh, this is Mithun Reddy resume. Okay, total 14 years of experience. So he, and they can easily able to identify, so which is Java plus DevOps, right? So out of total 14 years of experience, how many years we can showcase on DevOps experience? It depends on your technical skills, how much you have practiced, right? So if you practice it every day and whatever the assignments we have given, easily you can able to showcase 4 to 5 years experience on DevOps. From, suppose you are working as a QA, okay? So what you will do? Suppose you have 10 years of experience on QA, so you can mention that QA and DevOps. Out of 10 years, how many years you can able to showcase? 3 years on DevOps and remaining 7 years on QA, your current profile. Right. So like this you can. So some guys are working as a DBA guys, database administrators. So and they have 8 years of experience. So in that 8 years of experience, what they can do, they can showcase that 3 years on DevOps and the remaining 5 years on DBA. So some guys are working in the BPO sector. So first check that in that company software is there or not. Okay. See, Cognizant. So many of our students they worked in Cognizant in the BPO sector, and one guy having that 13 years of experience in BPO sector. Okay, so what he did, out of 13 years, 3 years he showcased that DevOps, remaining 10 years he mentioned some technical support, like that he mentioned. So, Okay, so guys, don't worry about that in your offer letter, whatever that designation is there. So, see, even if you see in my offer letter, it's a Java developer is there. Okay, around 8 years back, I have resigned in one organization. So they have offered me as a Java developer that time. So after that, based on the project requirement, I moved to the DevOps side. So still in my offer letter, it is the Java developer only it is there. Okay. So guys, those things don't worry. Okay. They are going to check your technical skills. You have DevOps skills are there or not. Okay. So many of our students, they were working as a database administrators, QA in BPO, and even many of our students, they were from teaching background. Okay. So one guy, I think 4 or 5 months back, he got the job. He have 14 years of teaching experience. So he's from Tirupati. So from his batch, around 6 to 7 people, they got uh, DevOps profile. Earlier, they were working as a assistant professors in the engineering colleges. So what this guy did, he showcased that 4 years and experience on DevOps, remaining some technical support, so like that teaching field. He explained that all the he mentioned that this all these experiences. Okay, so don't worry about this one, guys. Okay, so they are going to check your technical skills. So some people they have 5 years of experience on application support. What these guys can do, they can keep that 2 plus DevOps and 2 plus current profile, the application support. Okay, so like this you can showcase your experience. Suppose some guys don't have any prior experience. Okay, some guys don't have any prior experience at all. Suppose they completed engineering in 2008 or 2019, 2017. Some guys are completed engineering in 2009. So 4 to 5 of students recently means 4 or 5 months back, after 13 14 years of education gap, they move to that DevOps side, IT side. So what they did, and also they don't have any prior experience. They learned that course, they showcased that gap, okay, and they mentioned that 4 years on DevOps. Just they mentioned 4 years DevOps. Earlier, they were mentioning that so I was working in some teaching field, lecturer. I was working as a lecturer, right? I was preparing for government exams. They were saying like that one, and they got the jobs. Okay, so they were sharing their feedback, their experience. Sir, we didn't in my life we didn't expected that I'm going to be in the IT side. So they were housewives. Okay, so now they have some time, so they want to do job. So somehow they came to Mithun Technologies, learned that one, they got. So one of our student, even she completed in 2009. her engineering, and she got that very good job in US, and she's getting that very good package also. She's very happy. Okay, so getting the job in US, it is very simple, not that much compared to India, right? Suppose if the in India, how the interviews will happen? Like they are going to take in detail in technical, okay, how it is going to work. But US in other countries, now, just they are going to check how you are going to do it if I give this task. Okay, so they are not going to go in detail the technical side. But sometimes in other countries also, it is difficult to clear the interviews. Why? Because na, so if the interviewers are from India, again it will be difficult, right? So Suresh is saying in USA, contract job is very easy, but full time is a little bit hard. Yes, but if you have some references, it is very easy, right? So I think already did I share this information? Recently, one of our student, 1 month back, just he have 4 years. He mentioned and the Devops experience. You know how much he got? 1 lakh 40K USD per annum. Okay, and package is also very good. Yeah, more than 1 crore, right? See, for DevOps, very good opportunities are there. Not only in the India, US, UK, Canada, right? Many people they got. So, but he's from citizen, US citizen. That's why he got this much. But for others, they are not going to give that much, right? Others, they are not going to get that much package. So, guys, can you able to hear me? Nikita keep on saying my voice is breaking. Okay, for everyone or only for Nikita? I think Nikita, right? Madam, you can check from your side. Okay, yeah, maybe internet issue from her side. Okay, so like this, you can prepare your resume. And suppose some guys they completed in 2019. So from 2009 to till date, okay, 3 years gap is there. That 3 years gap you can showcase as a DevOps engineer. You may have question, sir, how can I showcase that gap as experience? If you see in outside, many guys are giving that certificates. Na? Just contact with them, right? So they are going to charge some money and they are going to give. So guys, even in the industry also, even organization HRs also they knows you don't have any prior experience, okay, and you are keeping some experience and you are giving the interview. So sometimes if you are good in technical, even they knows about you. You are keeping some experience and you are applying for job. They are not going to worry. Okay, they are going to check your technical skills. It happened for many of our students, and they're telling you don't have any prior experience. We know, but we are considering because we have very good technical skills. Okay, so don't get scared, guys. Okay, when you're keeping this in experience, don't get scared. In the IT industry, many guys are doing the same thing. Okay, so for this one, I will show you how to prepare your resume. If you see here, suppose this is my friend resume. Okay, so we have 11 plus years of experience. He was a Java developer. Around 12 years back, I worked with him. Okay, initially he joined in one same organization where I was working, and both are in same project. So that time we both are as a Java developers. He learned the course. Okay, and he got very good job. Now he moved to that US. I think he moved to that US 1 year back, around 1 year back, and he got a very good package also. Even India, he got that four offers, very good packages, but he got that US opportunity also. He moved to that USA. Now he is in USA. So he have total 11 years of experience. This includes 2+ years of experience in DevOps. See, even though you have 11 years of experience, he mentioned that 2 years only on the DevOps. Okay, so remaining 2+ years of on big data, right? 5 years on experience of full stack development using the Java, these things and that, right? Suppose you have 10 years of experience in QA. How you can prepare your resume heading? Having total 10 years of IT experience. It includes 3 years and DevOps. So like that you can prepare your resume, the heading. Okay, so 3 years experience on DevOps. So in 3 years experience as a DevOps engineer with Explorer of phone. So like this you can mention 3 years experience, 3 years as a DevOps engineer with Explorer of, like this you can specify it, right? Suppose if you don't have any experience, just you can mention that having 3 years experience as a DevOps engineer with Explorer of, you can keep like this. So Dharmendra is asking, do you have any QA resume? Need to check. Need to check that one. Okay. So guys, we'll discuss. So people are asking some questions. So can we discuss in tomorrow session? So anyway, tomorrow session is just like questions and answers only. Okay. Today let me complete from my side how we can prepare resume and all. So in tomorrow session, it's like only question and answers. So we are not going to record it also anyway. Okay, so you guys can join and you can share with your experience, current experience, okay, on which profile you are working, how to showcase it. We'll discuss later. Okay, clear. So guys, this is the one sample resume I'm I'm referring. If you see here, he mentioned that his name, okay, DevOps engineer, email ID, LinkedIn, if we have, and mobile number, you can keep it. Under professional experience, if you see, he is keeping that many points here. Okay, see here he mentioned. So here he highlighted that Docker and Kubernetes mainly because so in the industry, if you know Docker and Kubernetes, if you are very good in Docker and Kubernetes, they are giving that very good package. Yes, Pawan, I am going to share some sample resumes. Don't worry on that one. Okay, so I will share one URL. Just fill that form. Okay, so admin team is going to share that sample resumes. Okay, so if you observe here, he mentioned that all the technical points here, whatever he worked on, right? So if you see here, more than 1.5 page, he mentioned that all the technical points and which tools he worked on. Suppose if you are keeping that 3 years experience, minimum at least 1 page, you have to keep that all the technical, the professional experience summary here, and which tools, and that particular tool, what is your role and responsibility, what you worked on, right? You have to mention. See here, many things he mentioned. So if you observe here, he's saying that good knowledge in AWS services like IAM, auto scaling, ELB, CloudWatch. So guys, he is mentioning that having good knowledge, right? So having good knowledge is different. Having good knowledge on Kubernetes. Suppose you can, if you take that Git Bash, uh, Bitbucket. Suppose if you take this one, having good experience on Bitbucket, is both are same or both are different? Both are different. See here we are mentioning that just knowledge, but we didn't get a chance to work on that one. But this one, it is mentioning that you have very good experience and already were working. You have working knowledge, working experience on this tool. So that's why while preparing your resume, be careful. Okay, see, good knowledge on this one, and see here, working experience on operating systems like Windows, Linux, Unix. Good working experience on Apache Spark, Scala, Cassandra, and Apache Kafka. Right, see, he is clearly mentioning, right, experience or knowledge. Okay, so sometimes you are going to get that JD from the HR. JD means job description. So job description means, so what they are looking, which tools they are looking. Okay, so what is the requirement they are going to mention in this JD. So before giving the interview, just check that JD. So if the HR executive called you, and if they will say, are you looking for a job change? Yes. So we are calling from so and so company. So if you are interested, we are going to consider your profile like that. So immediately you can ask with them, can you share that JD so that I will go through that one whether it is going to fit or not. So while going to the JD, suppose if one or two points are tools, if you don't know, just at least go to that one and keep that having knowledge on these tools. Okay, so JD means what they are exactly looking from you, right? So you can change your resume based on their JD. Even sometimes HR executives will say, so can you change your resume, add this tool so that your resume is going to shortlist for the technical round. Like that, they themselves they are going to give the suggestions. Yes or no? So how many guys got this kind of experience with the HR executives? Many times when I'm looking for a job change, so that time they were saying that can you add in your resume this particular tool, like that. So Namrata is saying yesterday one HR guy asked if I have Kubernetes, Bitbucket, and Gradle. See, still we didn't cover Docker Kubernetes for this batch. So Bitbucket, yes, you can say yes. I have worked on Bitbucket. If you know the GitHub, Bitbucket is very simple. Yes or no? How many guys gone through that one? Bitbucket, GitLab, and done. I have given the assignments, right? So create the repositories in the Bitbucket in GitLab. Push that same code to that Bitbucket, GitLab, and GitHub also, right? It's very simple. Gradle. So what is the Gradle? Gradle is a one Java based build tool, right? instead of Maven, maybe they are using that Gradle, right? It's not that much difficulty. Okay, just tell them I didn't get a chance to work on the Gradle, but I have worked on Maven. If you know Maven, Gradle is very simple. I will explore it. Okay, clear? So like this, guys, at least minimum one page. Okay, you have to keep that DevOps related experience. And he mentioned some related to his development also. Okay, so I'm going to share some sample resumes. Just go through that, go through those sample resumes. Take that what are the points you can able to understand, and it will be suitable for you. You see here, working experience on GitLab, Bitbucket, and Git Jenkins. Easily can able to understand. Strong experience in creating the GitLab pipelines. And so instead of GitLab pipelines, you can keep like this one, Jenkins declarative pipelines. So instead of Jenkins declarative, just mention that generic one, Jenkins pipeline scripts. So it may be a declarative or it may be scripted. Right. So hands-on experience on creating GitLab runners. So you are not aware of this one, right? So if you are not aware of, just ignore it. So experience on branching, merging, tagging concepts in version control systems like a Git, Git Bash. So if you know the Bitbucket, you can keep all these things. Strong experience on build tools and packaging the source code using this. So do you know Ant? If you know Ant, you can keep it. Otherwise, you can keep like this one. Right. See, scheduling the builds overnight to support development needs using this Jenkins, Keith, and Maven. You know this one, right? So like this, just go through that sample resumes. You can prepare your own resume, your own format, right? And also, if you see here, here you can mention that IT tools or technical summary. You can mention under that here specify that the tools. What are the tools you know? What are the tools you know? You can keep it here. So some guys they're going to keep that they don't know those some tools. See here PLSQL, okay, Go language. You guys don't know, right? Ruby and all. If you don't know, just you can remove it. Keep that shell scripting. You guys know, right? And you can keep that YAML. You can keep that Groovy here, right? So he mentioned here three build tools. Even Ant also I have explained for him. Okay, so we were both in same project. Now that time we are using the term Ant. So I am only the first person I have introduced this build script. Earlier we were doing manually, okay, manually creating the packages. I have given that sessions on this Ant, and they have implemented other projects also. Then Maven he learned, Gradle himself he learned this one, right? So if you see here, he's keeping that these many servers, right? JBoss, Apache Tomcat. So if you want, you can keep that JBoss. So he mentioned that 3.x. So instead of 3.x, just you can mention that JBoss and Apache Tomcat. JBoss and Apache Tomcat. So Suresh Kumar is asking, is GitLab CI/CD tool? In the CI/CD tool section, he mentioned yes. So I think I covered this point. See, GitLab we can use as a source code management, and you can use as a CI/CD tool. So they have given this feature also, right? They have given this CI/CD feature also. So earlier this GitHub we were using only as a source code management. Now even in GitHub also we can use for CI/CD process. You know, in the GitHub, if you go and see that in the GitHub repositories, actions, GitHub actions. So GitHub actions is using this GitHub actions, we can do the build. Okay, we can create the packages, can deploy, right? So if you see any repository actions, using these actions, okay, we can do this build and deployment also. So I think 1 year back they have released this feature. Earlier it was not there. Clear. So that's why we can use GitHub and GitLab as a CI/CD also. Okay. So like this, guys, you can keep your all technical points, okay, and tools in this format. And if you see here, education. So some guys are coming from accounts background. Some guys are coming from commerce background. So that time, so here, don't mention that completed become from so and so university. Instead of become, you can specify completed graduation in this so and so university. Completed graduation from so and so university. Okay. Suppose we have completed BTech. So that time you can specify here BTech. So in Andhra we are going to call it BTech. So in Karnataka we are going to call it B, Bachelor of Engineering. B, right? So in Tamil Nadu, other states, I'm not sure. B only or BTech? BTech, okay. Okay, so here the completed year, it is not a mandatory. Why I'm telling? Suppose some guys are completed in 2009. Okay, in 2009 they have completed their engineering, and they are going to keep that 4 years experience total. So total experience they are going to keep that 4 years. But when they completed around 13, 14 years back, right? And they are going to ask, so you completed in 2009, but you have only 4 years of experience. Then what you did that earlier? If you don't mention any year here, okay? So they are not going to get any questions on this one, okay? If you keep that now here, you are telling to them, "Are yeah, I have completed in 2009. I have these many years of gap is there, right?" So like that, don't mention. Suppose you have completed in 2019, you can keep it here, not a problem. Okay, you can keep it. Suppose you have completed in 2009, and if you have 13 years of experience, 13 to 14 years of experience, not a problem. Okay, even 2006 also, 6 to till now around 6 7 years is there. Na? You don't want to mention. Okay, you don't want to mention this 2016 also. Okay, my suggestion is don't mention. Here also don't mention that BCom, MBA like this one. Okay, so if you are from BCom graduate, mention that completed graduation. Okay, or graduated from so and so university. Like that you can specify it. Even if you completed MBA, don't mention that. Okay, completed Master of Business Administration from so and so. Don't mention. Instead of that one, completed post graduation from so and so university. Post graduation. So like that you can specify it. Okay. MTech also. It's a post graduation, right? You can specify it. So Dharmendra is asking in background they will check, right? See, once if you clear the interview, you have good in technical. That's why they recruited you. So after that, you can give the justification. Yes, I have completed in 2009, but I was preparing for government exams. I have wasted my time. Later, I moved to that teaching field. Then I came to this software side. That's why it took more time to come into that software side. Like that, you can give the justification. Okay. So if you have any certifications, you can specify it here. Okay. So associate certificate, AWS Solution Architect Associate. He mentioned. So employment. So here he's keeping that Invest Global, these things and all. Right. Suppose you don't have any prior experience. Okay. So which company name we need to keep here? Your wish. Whatever the company you like it, you can mention. Suppose you are going to mention that working in TCS from March 2019 to till date. So HR executive is going to ask, so are you working as a permanent employee in TCS? Are you working first of all? No, right? No. Then what you are going to say? No, I'm a contract employee. So my payroll company is some anyway. You are going to get some documents, right? Right. So suppose you got that documents from this consultancy. So just tell them. So I'm working. I'm under payroll of IT Infotech Solutions. So guys, this is just I'm giving one name. I don't know whether it is there or not. I'm working under payroll of IT Infotech Solutions and deputed in the client location TCS. So in TCS, I'm working as a contract employee. So that time they are going to ask that, can you share your TCS email ID? Then how you are going to escape? What answer you are going to say? Hmm? So I don't want to reveal that company details. So when I'm joining in TCS, they have given that induction program. In that induction program, they mention that don't reveal any client details to that others. So sorry, I don't want to reveal. It's a confidential. Sorry, like that you can tell them. Clear? Because first of all, you are not working, right? So then how you will provide these things? Sometimes they are going to ask that email, this ID card also. Can you share? Can you scan your ID card? Can you share with me? Not. So, but this company, IT Infotech Solutions company, they are going to give that email ID card also if you want. Okay? They are going to get some amount and they are going to give you. Clear? So, see here, he mentioned some projects. He was working as a Java developer in this project. Okay, digital payment services or the payment service for all T-Mobile customers, right? So same project under roles and responsibilities, he changed that one, right? He was working as a Java developer for this project, for the same project, just he changed that roles and responsibilities. So these roles and responsibilities, you can get that from the sample resumes. We are going to share. See, he mentioned that created CI/CD pipelines using this GitLab to automate the deployments. Dockerized the microservices and orchestrated same on Kubernetes cluster. Right. So like this, you can just change your current roles and responsibilities with the DevOps roles and responsibilities. That's all. Easily can able to. So you can keep same projects and roles and responsibilities will be different. So this duration, no need to mention. Okay, it is not a mandatory. Just you can mention that project title. So client. So if you don't know client, even you can remove this client also. And technologies. Okay, what are the technologies? What are the tools which you have worked on this project? You have used it for this project, and position here. So here, what position we are going to specify here? DevOps engineer, right? Just mention that DevOps engineer. See here he mentioned that in the first project, DevOps engineer, because he mentioned only 2 years, na? That's why only one project he mentioned, right? So Ravi Kumar is asking communications skills. So guys, in the IT industry, that communication skills, it is not going to impact that your career, not that much level, but it is also a one parameter. You should have good communication skills when your experience is growing, because you have to directly work with the clients. So your clients may be from US or UK. So their accent is different. Initially, guys, so from day one, I'm working with the US clients, okay, in my career. So initially, I struggled a lot to understand their accent, right? It is little different than India, but easily you can able to understand this Canada accent and all, okay? But it is not a going to play major role, this communication skills in a, especially in IT industry, because just if you understood that task, if you have good in technical skills, easily can able to manage it. It is not a mandatory to become very good proficient to communicate with them. You can understand whatever they are saying, and whatever you are conveying to them, they should be able to understand it. Okay, clear? Yes, see, Dharmendra is saying understand and make them understand whatever you are conveying. Okay, see, sometimes I will share some experiences, guys. So some of my friends are very good in technical. Okay, I can say whatever the technical skills, more than that they have. When I was working as a Java developers, suppose I'm writing the 10 lines of code to implement one logic. They're writing that in 5 lines only. They're very good in technical, in the development side, but they are not able to that to come to that next level and all, because they are not able to convey what they are doing, how we can do it to the clients, to the management and all. Okay, but if you give the task within 1 hour, they can able to do it. Okay, so as long as your experience is growing, you have to improve your communication skills, and also how to manage your team. That is also very important, guys. So if anybody want personally, so how to manage the team, how to see 10 resources are reporting to you, how to manage them. It is very important, guys. See, individual performer is very easy than managing the team. It's really it's tough for me. So when I was working as a individual contributor, I was very happy because no responsibilities. When you are managing the team, it's a very big headache, guys. So if anybody want how to manage effectively the team, so you can call me later. We'll discuss in offline. Clear? So like this, you can prepare your resume. So anybody have any questions on this one? So far, whatever we discussed. Oh, so Dimple is sharing good news with us. Hello, let me share a good news with you. I have accepted a job as a cloud and DevOps engineer and received a laptop. Very nice. So she's saying I'm starting tomorrow. All the best, Dimple. Congratulations. Okay, see. So just share that your interview experience uh, in our Skype group. So what are the tools and they asked how the interview. So guys, Dimple is in USA, right? So if anybody is in US, just a contact with her. Okay, she can guide. Okay? So she's saying thank you, sir. Only with your guidance and teachings, I can able to achieve this one. Thank you. Okay. So it's a very easy. It's a very important. This one also very important, guys. So already whoever got the job. Okay. So just contact with them. They are going to give you some suggestions. So suppose if you're in US, how you have to follow, what are the things you have to take care, right? They are going to give some tips. Even see, when I'm attending for interviews, just to see, guys, I have attended many interviews with different names because I want to know in market what they're expecting. Okay, what are the latest technologies they're expecting. So I have given n number of interviews. So just I'm keeping dummy profile, okay, and I'm giving the interviews. So these interviews helped me a lot in my training also. Every batch, okay, every time I'm updating this syllabus because when I'm attending interviews, they're asking these things. Oh, market is expecting these things, right? I need to give the training on these topics also for my students. So like that, I'm keep on changing that our curriculum. That's why see 5 years back when I started DevOps training, that time it's only 60 hours, maximum 2 months. Later 80 hours, 100 hours, 120, 130, 140, 150, more than 150 hours now. So around 5 months course now. Because in the industry they're expecting that many tools and technologies, right? That's why we are also teaching them all those tools. Clear? Okay. And one more thing, guys. So I saw some wrong technical tool names in the resume. So Jenkins. So they mentioned like this one. So Jenkins, J. They use it at G. keep that all the tools correctly, and also whatever the tools keep those tools only. Suppose if you don't know some tools, you are keeping that Oracle or DB2, this database. Suppose if the interview knows some SQL queries, he is going to start asking on those things. Sometimes, guys, just they are going to see your resume and they are going to ask the questions from your resume only. Okay. So even though they have shared some job description, some interviewers they are going to ask whatever you mention in your resume, those things only they are going to ask. Clear? So that's why whatever the tools keep those tools only. Whatever you don't know, just remove it. Even in here also, under roles and responsibilities, if you don't know, just remove those things. Okay, if you know, you can give it. See here, built and deployed Java web application server in agile integration. So if you want, you can keep it. So here, whatever he mentioned, almost we are going to cover all these points, and you can keep it. Okay, don't mention that what are the tools you don't know. If you keep it, you are going to be in trouble, because the interviewer is going to ask sometimes on those tools whatever you have specified. What do you mean by resume? Resume means whatever that tools you have worked on, those things you are keeping in the resume, right? Clear? Okay. And also keep all the words first character is capital letter like below. See, sometimes many guys absurd is they are going to keep their name like this one instead of like this one. If I write like this one, how it looks good, right? It's this is very easy. You can able to read it, right? Sir, no. The readability is more than this word. Okay. So each word first letter should be a capital letter. See, he mentioned that Suresh Kumar. Instead of like this one, if I keep like this one, how it's looks good. It's very good, right? And also give the space. See, Mahesh Mahendarkar, he mentioned he didn't give the space. Give that space. Okay, it looks good. So keep all the words first character is capital letter like below. Maven Billitul, Docker containerization. Keep all the known tools only. Keep all the known roles and responsibilities only. Okay, so whatever you don't mention it. Just know brief about that your project and the number of modules and names. See, I'm going to share some sample resumes, right? From that sample resumes only, you can take some projects and keep those projects in your resume. Or if your friends are working, just take their resumes and take their projects and keep in your resume. Just ask them, hey, what this project is going to do. See, just if you go through that project description, easily can able to understand. Right. See here, assume I have shared this resume. You are going to keep this project. See here, digital payment services are the payment services for all T-Mobile customers. Right. So T-Mobile customers uses this various payment services to pay the bills. Customers can pay the bills by using check, credit card, debit card, also enroll by using that auto pay. So it's like a digital payment. It's kind of a one service which can help to that customers to the pay their bills digitally, right? So in this project, you can mention that user module is there, admin module is there, report module is there. So as a user, he can see that what are the features he can able to. As an admin, what features he can able to enable to the users, right? Report model, you can download that reports, how many users this month this application has used. So like that, you can narrate yourself, you can prepare your own way, right? So Vijay Kumar Patil is asking, is it necessary to have projects relevant to the company to which we are about to face interview? So see, even the interviewer don't know whether this project is developing in that particular company. Suppose you mentioned that currently you are working in this teachers, and you are going to keep this project, right? Suppose you are applying position for in CTS, Cognizant. So for Cognizant interviewer, he don't know whether in TCS this particular project is developing or not. Okay, but sometimes they can able to identify. Suppose assume the interviewer already worked on this particular project. Okay, and see this project is developing in which company? T-Mobile, the company in I think in UST Global, in UST Global, right? Suppose he already worked on this project, and he moved to the other company, and you mentioned same project, and you are telling that this project is developing in TCS. That time they can able to identify, but it is a very rare case which is going to happen like this one. Clear? So just know brief about the project and number of modules. This is also very important. Sometimes the interviews are going to ask simply like this, all these things also. Okay, even they don't want even see guys, they don't know about in that project what we are doing. Okay, so whatever you are going to say confidently, okay, they are going to accept it, but how confidently you are saying, that is important here. Okay, so no one knows in your company this project or that project, which project developing, they don't know. Clear? And need to know the client of that project, okay, for which client you are working. So remember that your consultant's names, address. Suppose you are keeping, suppose you don't have any prior experience, you are keeping some experience. Okay, so that time you should know that consultant's name, address also important. See, sometimes what these interests are going to ask, hey, can you tell me your payroll company address and nearby any landmark? Can you tell me your HR name, project manager name? So already you are going to get all these details. Okay, when you're taking that document from the consultancies. Okay, just ask with them. So if they will ask, hey, can you give me your project manager number? Are you going to give? Just tell him, I'm not going to give. Okay, once if I select, definitely I'm going to fill in the form. Now, sorry, I'm not going to give. Okay, clear? So this is the common question. Tell me about yourself. Tell me about yourself. So for any position when you are applying, whether HR or IT, question DevOps, Java developer. This is the first question in the interview they are going to ask. So you can start like this one. So my name is so and so. I'm having this many years of experience as a DevOps engineer. From last couple of days, couple of years, I have been working in so and so company as a DevOps engineer. In that position, I have worked on various tools like you can specify that all the tools whatever you know, right? So coming to my roles and responsibilities. So here I have mentioned some sample roles and responsibilities. Okay, so guys, this is the format which I have prepared for myself. So you guys can follow the same way or you can prepare your own way. Okay, but when you are giving this, tell me about yourself, be confidently and explain in very effectively because this is the starting, right? It is an opening for your interview. Your opening should be very effective, right? So that's why prepare your own way how you are comfortable. Okay, and before going to interview in front of mirror, just without seeing these points, just you can read it yourself. So my name is so and so. I'm having these minutes of experience without seeing these notes. Record it and listen yourself how effective you are giving. So other guy can able to understand whatever you are conveying or not. Just listen. See that later the difference yourself you can able to rectify what mistakes you are doing. So some people are saying, sir, I'm getting calls, sir, but they're asking some questions. When I'm answering, after answering, they're saying we'll get back to you. I don't know what mistake I'm doing. If you record it, if you share with us, then so that we can rectify it, or at least yourself you can listen 1 or 2 times so that you know what mistake you are doing. You know that what mistake you are doing. Otherwise, you don't know. Yes or no? So my suggestion is record yourself, listen, see, rectify yourself. Okay, clear. So this tell me about yourself is very important and prepare your own way. Don't by heart it. Freely you have to tell them. So while explaining about yourself, mention that positive points about your company and your boss. So like your point should be beneficial to the company and the job role you are applying. So I have mentioned many times like this one. So I have suggested the Sonarchy for source code quality management. So with this one, development team achieved that healthy code. So before joining this project, they were not using this Sonarchy. So I have identified that the code is not properly following writing, and they are not following all the standards. So I have suggested this tool, and I have proposed it to my development lead. Okay, so they accepted, and now they are following that all the standards. So like that you can tell them. So if you even you guys also, if you want, you can use the same sentence and just tell them suggested the git best practices. Already you guys knows, right? What are the best practices you have used in the git, and provided the trainings on git and github. See, some developers still they don't know how to use this git and github. Okay, so I have provided many sessions in my organization. Clear? So like that, you can explain that in a tell me about yourself. Clear, guys? So you have to prepare your own way. It is still 14 years back, whatever I have prepared in my notebook, still I have that notes is there. Okay. So let me stop recording.
This conference will now be recorded.
Okay. So guys, once if you clear the interview, they're going to ask that salary breakup letter. So here salary breakup letter means see some companies they are going to give the salary breakup letter separately, offer letter separately. So in the salary breakup letter, they are going to mention that how much your total CTC, how much you are going to get in your hand per month, all these there. So in the detailed way, they are going to mention in this salary breakup letter. So some companies they are going to keep the salary details in the offer letter itself. In the offer letter itself, they are going to keep it. Okay. So don't ask that, sir, what is the salary breakup letter? So if they will ask salary breakup letter, so in the I have only offer letter only. In that offer letter only, they mentioned the salary breakup details. So I will share this one. So offer letter and employment letter both are same. Hike letter is different. Okay, hike letter means after joining in one organization, suppose after 6 months or 1 year, they are going to give hike based on your performance. Okay, means the increment in your salary, right? That is called as hike letter. Okay. Vijay Kumar is asking in background verification, how many shifts are there verified usually? So how many times they are going to verify? Your question? So Vijay, sometimes they are going to do that only one time, or some companies they are going to do that after 6 months or 1 year also. Okay. So for freshers, Devops jobs are there because I completed in 2021 December. Mohammed Singh. Yes, some see in that last month March, I think 5 to 6 guys they got as a fresher opportunity. They got as a fresher opportunity. Even many of our students they got very good package also, like 7.5 lakhs as a fresher. Okay. So relieving letter. See, once if you leave that company, they are going to give the relieving letter. Okay. So some companies they are not going to give the relieving letter, and just they are going to give the experience letter, or we can call it service letter. So in that service letter, they are going to mention. So this so and so employee from this particular day to this particular date, he worked on this organization, right? So in that relieving letter or service letter, sorry, experience letter or service letter, they are going to clearly mentioning, okay, from this day to this date he worked. That is more enough. So some companies, what they are going to do? So after leave that organization, immediately on that day itself they are going to give. So in this particular date, his last working day, right? Okay, without this relieving letter or experience letter, companies are not going to allow you to join. Why? Because na, you should not supposed to work in more than one organization, right? So that's why they are going to ask that relieving letter. So if you don't have relieving letter means still you didn't you didn't relieved from that particular previous organization. Without relieving that previous organization, how you can able to join in other organization? You should not supposed to. That's why some companies without relieving letter they are not going to allow you to join in that one. So even when I'm joining one organization, and that day one guy is supposed to join, he came for joining formalities, and they said that no, we are not going to allow you to join. So once you will bring this relieving letter or experience letter, then we'll allow you to join in this organization. Like that they said. Clear. So Kiran, we'll discuss tomorrow your questions. So that's what I said. No? So what are the questions you have? Tomorrow we'll discuss. Okay. So in the cognizant, they are going to give the relieving letter. So once if you resign and on the last working day, first they are going to give the relieving letter. Once if you submit ID card, they are going to give the relieving letter to your email ID. What is the email ID you have registered? For that one, you are going to get the soft copy. So after some days, okay, once you'll get the final settlement, okay, you are going to get that experience letter separately. But some companies, and that day itself, they are going to give the experience letter. So that experience letter is enough. Clear. So how many days your notice paid? Usually, many of the companies, how many days? 90 days, right? 90 days. So if you say 90 days, no one is going to schedule the interview for you. No one is going to schedule the interview for you. Okay. So what you can say? So in my company, usually 90 days notice period, but already I have resigned. Okay. Already I have resigned. Currently I'm serving notice period. Currently I'm serving the notice period. So they're going to ask, so you are serving notice period. No? Do you have any offers in your hand? No. Then how you have resigned? So 3 months notice period, no one is going to accept. So that's why I have resigned. I have that confident I can easily get that job in my notice period. Right. But did you resign? No, right? Just you can say like this one. So already resigned, 2 months is there or 50 days I need to serve, but you didn't work, resigned. So sometimes they are going to ask that, can you share with me that resignation email? Just you can compose it, take the screenshot, and you can share with them. Okay. So once suppose assume they have scheduled the interview and you got the job. Now you got the offer letter. What you are going to do in this situation? So immediately you are going to resign in this current organization and you are going to request your manager. If he accepts, hey, can you relieve me in 30 days prior? If they will accept, it is good. Suppose if the your manager is not accepting, then what you are going to do? So just tell them to the new company who are offered that offer letter with you to that HR. So when I'm serving notice period, I was not feeling well. I was sick. So due to that, they extended my notice period. So can you share, can you update my joining date? Can you postpone my joining date? Right? So like that, you can communicate with the HR. Sorry, guys. So that they are going to change your joining date. So because recruiting one resource is not that much easy process. Suppose if you want to recruit one guy, first they need to go to the job portals. They need to download all the profiles. They need to shortlist it. They need to conduct the interviews, right? Long process is there. So that's why they are not going to lose you. So request them. Definitely, it is going to. They are going to reschedule your joining date. Okay. So we'll discuss tomorrow, guys. Still, I need to discuss some more like agile points. What is our roles and responsibilities? What is our challenges you faced in your recent projects? All these things. So in tomorrow's session, we'll discuss. And tomorrow we'll discuss about that your questions. Whatever the questions you have, I'm going to answer. Okay. Thank you, guys. We'll see you tomorrow. Bye. So I hope you guys got that more information. See, technical skills you will get it right if you go through that YouTube, some other websites. But all these things you may not able to get it. Sir, no. Okay. Thank you, guys. We'll see you tomorrow.